Hello, I am here with your May 3rd Tarot 2021. May 20, May 3rd, 2021 Tarot using the Learn to Read Tarot. Getting a little tongue-tied. I've done an off-screen pre-shuffle and now we ask for our message or messages for Monday, May 3rd. And yes, do not worry, these doors are going to get painted. That is part of why I have done a few more of these than I normally do ahead of time, so that I can literally just put my nose to the grindstone and get some of the stuff done and not have to worry about anything really. Just focus on what's ahead. See if there's one more. We've gotten at least 4 cards in the rest of the reading last week. So let's see if there's one more that wants to come out. There it is. Okay. Major arcanas again. Alert. Okay, warning. There's the devil card, very bottom. We saw the devil on the very bottom earlier this week. I believe it was Thursday, maybe even Friday. Split the deck, there's judgment. Yeah, lovers. So there is a lot of major arcana that does want to make itself known. But the devil card being on the very bottom, it's more of a softer warning in the background saying, hey, you know what? If you're got some really bad habits, you've got some stuff going on in the background that's very negative, now's the time to kick it. It's more of a warning. It's not impending doom. The devil does have a good point, good spot, good description about it, and the fact that it's very driven. It has a lot of, despite the fact that it is an earth sign card, it's the card of Capricorn, it has a lot of Aries type energy to it, in which that it's very driven, very passionate. So I'm going to do what I did earlier this week, in which I've taken the minor arcana. Those are going to be the background influence instead of off the bottom of the deck, because we have 4 major arcana cards. And I know we've seen a lot of major arcana cards, but there's a theme going on here, and it's going to carry over into this week. So let's get into what is kind of playing out in the background for us. We have the 2 of Swords. 2 of Swords, there's a gold foil on this, so I'm trying to see how we can get it to work in the light. 2 of Swords. As you can see, the figure is blindfolded, holding 2 swords, looking like it's going to chop her head off. That is how we are feeling. Swords is air energy and talks about things going on in our minds. We have a decision to make, and we can't see which path to go down, which road to start kind of focusing our attention on, and we can't see all our options. That is going to come into play here in a moment. But with the 2 of Swords, we have to remember, this is where we start thinking outside of the box, because we start limiting what we can see as options when we keep ourselves inside of that box. So the logical mind wants to kind of limit our thoughts. This could be limiting beliefs as well, that we've only got specific options, when really, if you start looking at things from a different perspective, trust me, that one's coming in. If you know your tarot, you know which 2 cards are coming. But if you start narrowing down your perspective, you're not going to be able to see all of the options that are out there. Now we have the Page of Wands here, and the Page of Wands, the Youth of the Court card. Wands energy is fiery, it's passionate, it's creative. We may be getting a message that sparks our creativity, or we're just finding a renewal of drive, ambition that is going to propel us forward. And we do have a movement card. Now, 6s in the tarot are movement, and we've got the Six of Swords. So we are getting out of our mind. We're getting out of our head. We're moving from being really unsure and being in rough water. We're moving into calmer water. We may actually be moving. But this card also talks a little bit about intuition. So that is kind of more of what's playing out in the background. What we have going on, that is the major arcanas that is really going to be kind of pushing us through. We have the Moon card. So the Moon, card of Cancer, talks about things that are being hidden from view, missing information, things that we are not seeing. Up next, there's the Tower card. If you didn't get this on Friday, you're getting it today on Monday. This is something that is going to rattle us. It's going to shake us. It may shake our foundations. It may even be that bolt of lightning. And we have to run and take cover, depending on your situation and your circumstance. We have the card of Virgo and the Hermit. We saw this guy at least twice in the last week. So it's the wise man who lives up on the mountain all by himself, not quite lonely. He likes it up there being isolated, and being isolated and taking time out for yourself is not a bad thing. But in his lantern that lights the way is the star from the Star card. So there is hope on the horizon here, and we have to have that hope to light our way. I know I missed out on some numerology earlier. I believe it was the Line Strider Tarot on, what was that? It was yesterday. There was some numerology going on. We had a lot of ascending numbers. So that means things are moving in a positive manner. And the final card, that one I told you that if you knew your tarot, we have the Hanging Man. The Hanging Man is the period of waiting or needing to look at things from a different perspective. It is the card of Pisces. Now, Pisces is a water sign ruled by the fish swimming in opposite directions. It is some duality, but it is duality within our feelings because water energy does rule over our feelings. We may be feeling like we're being pulled in two different directions, and that's why we can't see what our options are right now. But this information with the Moon card that is missing, we have that information with the Hermit card. And I don't know why my neighbor's driving around the block. Sorry, a little distracted. It's finally clearing up here, which is nice. But back to the reading. We may be being pulled into two different directions. We need to shift our perspective. Now, this missing information, we have it buried within us. We have to go within. We may be getting a spark of creativity with the Page of Wands. This may actually be a message as well that kind of ignites us and it shakes us and it rattles us, and we're like, oh my God, yes, I knew that. And it's going to allow us to move forward and to get out of this period of suspended animation and get moving forward. And it's going to help calm our mind and calm our fears so that we can look at all of our options, even though they may not be a logical option. And that logical option may be to move, whether that is move houses, move cities, towns, province, states, countries, just move jobs. While there isn't the Fool card, we did have the Fool card recently. And I think there's some hesitation here, particularly with the Hanged Man. We're kind of in suspended animation. We want to move forward. We want to just move, do something. Something has to change. Something has to move. Whatever this Tower moment is, whatever this is that is coming in to shake us and rattle us, if it didn't get you Friday, this information, Page of Wands, it is going to come in and we're going to see what we need to see. We're going to see things for as they are, and we're going to be able to make a very calculated choice based off of our knowledge and wisdom. So I am going to leave it here, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.